Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Uncanny Omar fixing his camera. There we go. Maybe it's a little bit better. Melanie will be joining me here in a little bit, and I see my buddy Tina in the chat. Why aren't you here? You could be here hanging out with me. Instead, you are at your home, the comfort of your own home. Um, hey, Melanie just started playing Thea Rhythm last night. She loves it. Or 2 nights ago. David C. has a really good question. I'm already answering questions, but I just want to say, how's it going, everybody? This is your Saturday live stream, whether you're in the AM or PM, or if it's the 26th of what month? Oh my gosh, we're in February. That's right, February 25th, 2023, the Saturday 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time live stream where we talk about comics and collected editions, and y'all have questions that I may have answers. But yes, I'm so happy to have you all here. For example, do you think Hickman returning, they finally do an omnibus of his Ultimates work? I would love to see that, because I mean, with Ultimate Thor miniseries, I think it'd be about 34, 35 issues. I went out drinking with Melanie and Omar, my wife, and no incidents this time. Yeah, it was fun. Y'all did some karaoke. Good morning to all. Hope everyone's doing well. What's up, Papa Sweet Lips? Thank you. That was my nickname back in high school. Hey, Edwin, how are you? It was so good to see you in the book club, buddy. Greetings from Atlanta. Morning from East Central Illinois. Represent. Good morning from Chicago. Look, we got another Chi-Town there. My buddy Johnny is up there. Hey, Ted, how are you doing? Dude, what's up, my brother? Good morning, Uncanny Senpai. Hope the family's all good. Family's better, doing better, my brother, doing better. Any words on Transformers Phase 3, Volume 4? No, Jacob, they are done. Sadly, they lost the rights to Transformers. So now we're waiting on the announcement of the new license holder, whomever they may be, although rumors have been out forever, and even the creators that made these books seem to know that it's this particular company, but nothing yet, no word yet, and it has to come from Hasbro, who owns, of course, Transformers and G.I. Joe. What's up, Bradley? And a roguish type, good morning. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. What's up, Nick? How are you, brother? And I don't know how Melanie does this. Does she click through each one of these? I'm so bad at this. Omar, look, do you and Amanda plan on reviewing Coca-Cola? Thank you for calling it that. I think we want to go see it this weekend. I have a house full of girls this weekend, though. Let me clarify that. I have a house full of my daughter's friends, like both of them. I think altogether there's going to be like 9 girls, not including Melanie, who's a lady, of course. So there's 10 ladies in this house. I am outnumbered, so I may be hanging out in my basement, putting up some toys that I haven't put up yet. So I'll try to get out and see it. But we are coming back on Wednesday. She had a big work retreat that she'd been working on for a while. She had to fly out to Denver. But now that she's back, we're going to start doing some things like birthday month related. What's your favorite what's your favorite Silver Age artist? Gene Colan. Gene Colan has grown on me so much over the last 3-4 years. I think he has become my favorite. He's up there. I would say John Buscema, but then again, John Buscema to me is everlasting. I don't really particularly think that he is just Silver Age. To me, he was also part of the Bronze Age, and then, of course, all the way up until he passed away. But Gene Colan. Sup from Miami? Dude, I love spending time in Miami. South Beach, baby. Reading Peter David's whole Omnibus Volume 1. Read the Joe Fixit era for the first time and completed week 7 of healthy eating. That is what's up, and working out. Hey, Omar, I sent a mail with pics of Mumbai Comic Con. Did you email them to me, brother? Because I will look. All right, bud. What's up, Joe Cool? How are you, man? Hope you're all doing well today. I love that. The positivity. What's up, DBZ All-Star? My buddy started. Are you just doing Facebook stuff right now, Steven? I can't remember. Or are you going to try to do some YouTube stuff? What's up, Mr. Tex and Chris? When are we getting a Mutant X Omnibus? I also want the series crossover with Exiles. I think Exiles may come first. Mutant X is one of those hidden gems in the mutant world, because there's so many titles, right? Especially around that time, there were so many titles. And that's the one nobody really talks about. It's the follow-up to X Factor. It's actually a continuation of X Factor, Howard Mackey's X Factor. Nobody bothered telling the creative team, hey, you guys are canceled. So him and Tom Rainey kept writing the story where Havoc was transported to another dimension, and they called it Mutant X, and that became an ongoing series. Best Spidey Omni for the 80s and 90s. Thank you. Oh, Juggernaut. I would always say Roger Stern. My childhood, of course, would say Todd McFarlane, David Michelinie, just because of the change-up, and was so impactful to my youth. Hey, good afternoon. Hope all is well. Omar, thank you. Hope all is well with you too. Has justice been served with that Daredevil omnibus behind you? No, I got it out of the plastic. I have a few other books over here that I'm currently reading before I get to that one. What is my go-to karaoke song? Oh man, depends on how much I've had to drink. When we were in Japan back in 2008, I know I just messed that up. So let me try that again. When we were in Japan in 2008, Melanie could tell you. I think we shared a story on the AMAs how I just went out. We went to these bars. We met a group of Japanese businessmen and business ladies, and we just started drinking with them. And I sang, what was it? Hey, Mickey, you're so fun. You know that song, that one. And was it Part of Your World? I think it was Little Mermaid. I made a fool of myself. But my go-to when I'm sober is probably something pretty easy like La Bamba. Something like that. Looking forward to the results of the reprint poll. That's right. They are still up. If you haven't voted, go and make sure to have your voice heard. It is up to you when it gets reprinted. Good afternoon from anything but sunny Belgium. It's not sunny. Yeah, it's kind of cloudy here. Robert Marquez, how are you, brother? Hey, Omar, pre-ordered a copy of Green Lantern Corps Omni 1. Of course, Lantern, Matt, you have to, right? You have to. What's up, Hayden? How have you been? Happy Saturday, hunk. I hope all is well. I hope all is well with you, too. It's been a minute since I've seen you. Hi, Omar. We getting more 616 X-Men. 616 X-Men. Yes. Are you? Do you just mean the title, King Rich? Or do you mean, like, besides things like New Mutants and Excalibur? Anywhere on Transformers Reading Order Part 2. I'm waiting on a book that I lost, so that's coming. As soon as I get the book, I'm going to film that. So it'll probably be in March sometime. Good evening from Poland. How are you, Mikkel or Michael? How would you pronounce that? What's going on from Pittsburgh? Also, Sarah, so good. Matt, I had to work and couldn't make the book club, but the replay looked like you had a great time. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Melanie holds those every month as part of our Patreon, and you all the patrons decide on what book to read next. And I'm just glad she liked it because it's a war comic, and I don't think she's ever read a war comic, so she really enjoyed it. Tina, why aren't you here? Can't wait for the sequel. Oh, man, if that movie does so well, you know they're going to make a whole universe about it, just like the Sharknado stuff. With Hickman's return not happening for a few months, I don't get the complaint about Bendis. The book was solicited several months before Hickman might even gotten the green light. What's the complaint about Ben? Well, I'm so sorry. Maybe you're talking to somebody in the chat, and I'm just, yeah, and I'm in the middle of it. Are you talking about the return of him to the Ultimates universe? Is that what we're talking about? Hey, Alex Toth is a good one too. It's a great artist. Of course, that went over into animation too. Good morning, Omar. How's it going, Chris? It's cold and rainy in Charlotte, North Carolina. My weekend read will be the entire Batman White Knight trilogy with Red Hood and Harley. Question: what are your favorite non-X-Men event stories? Infinite Crisis. Yeah, Infinite Crisis is my all-time favorite. I love that book. I love that book so much. Infinity Gauntlet probably has a soft spot in my heart, as well as Acts of Vengeance. Acts of Vengeance didn't really feel like you got to read everything. Then again, neither did Infinity Gauntlet. But there were some aspects of Acts of Vengeance that I really enjoyed. Not just the X-Men. Like, I liked a lot of the Captain America stuff. And, of course, the Avengers stuff. King in Black was really good. I like that. I like that tension building that he started doing at the beginning of his run of Venom. And then the lead up, and we finally get to King in Black. War of the Realms was good, too, in that aspect. Axe, I finally got to read Axe, and Axe was pretty solid. I didn't know What to expect from Judgment Day, by the way. This is Avengers, X-Men, Eternals. I didn't know what to expect from it because, sometimes you get Empire, which was okay. And then Axe really delivered. I thought it was good. Good morning from England. Still suffering from a delay on the Squirrel Girl Omnibus this side of the pond. Well, it's not out here either, if that makes you feel any better. Finally got my first 3 Omnibus, Green Lantern 1 and 2, and Blackest Night. You went with Blackest Night instead of, I like that, instead of Green Lantern. No, wait, Blackest Night's in Green Lantern 3. 2. So you went with Blackest Night. Are you going to get Green Lantern 3? Good morning, Omar Minties from lovely Canadian prairies. Oh, that sounds awesome. Shot-town bud. There he is. What's up? I started some YouTube stuff too. I think I might just need a microphone. I know you use one and it makes your voice come through beautifully. Some people may not agree with that. Thank you for remembering. Nothing but love for you. And I got nothing but love for you. What? Dude, what's up, Jake? Really looking forward to coming on your show, man. Jake has been interviewing people recently. He interviewed my buddy Omnidog. If you want to go and check out his channel, it's the Brave and the Boys, right? Is there a reason why Iron Man doesn't get any omnibus love? Happy to see a reprint for Volume 1. A lot of it probably has to do with, not probably, it has to do with sales. Book isn't selling well, then more than likely it's not going to get any new volumes. So I think the reasons we got 1 and 2 are because of the movies, but the reprint, the sales of this reprint will say how interested people are in this era of Iron Man. So if you're interested in that era, that's why I always tell people to pre-order it. If you're at all remotely interested in that era, they can see the pre-order numbers come in strong, like you all did with Ultimate Spider-Man and Wolverine. Holy moly. I mean, you saw what happened there. I don't think the excitement will be there for Iron Man, but you never know. It's been over a decade since that first omnibus went out of print, liquidated, and went out of print. Mutant X, wasn't that the X-Men ripoff TV series from the late 90s? They also had an X Factor TV series. And yes, I think there was a Mutant X TV series. Let me make sure I get the super chat really quick from Bailey Yadel. Hey, Omar, thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. I think Melanie does, what does she do? She does this. There we go. Other than Deadly Class 4 and Ice Cream Man 2, do you know of any other Image hardcovers coming out this year? The one I'm very excited for, it's been in the mail for a while, but it's Bitter Root. If you've not read that, that is a phenomenal read. It's a lot of fun. And I know Invincible's coming back out with Volume 4 of the big slipcase edition. People are very excited about that because, my goodness, how long has it been? 6-7 years since the last one? Kind of like what Todd McFarlane did. Maybe Todd McFarlane really set the bar high for, hey, let's bring some stuff back. I'm trying to think of what else. Hey, baby. Oh, you're wearing a wig. Okay.
Yeah, to match my shirt.
Okay. Trying to think of what other hardcovers I'm excited for.
OmniFans!
Yeah.
You can no longer get this.
The very limited edition OmniFans shirt.
Printings.
I'm trying to think of what else is coming out from Image. I know that Remender is coming out with...
No. Here, you.
I'm okay, baby. Remender's coming out with a lot of reprints, so if you've not picked up things like Fear Agent, this will be the year to pick up Fear Agent. Tokyo Ghost is coming back out with a reprint. No word yet on Kill or Be Killed. That was a weird thing. I'm sure it's still coming, but when Diamond and Image don't know what's happening, they don't know sometimes how these things get there. So,
right, Josh, I'm so sorry. So this got pulled for...
Hey, drink out of this.
Oh, shoot, you could tell. I just took one sip. This got pulled for copyright infringement. But
I'm gonna get my lawyer Dan on
I was
top.
like, oh, I got a wig that's similar in color. So, good morning, everybody. Hi, Tina. The controversial shirt.
The controversial shirt. So controversial.
Yeah.
Hey, Omar, did you review Bitter Root Omni? No, not yet. That's funny. I was just talking about that. Not yet. I'm waiting for my copy. My copy has been in the mail for about a week now. Sometimes that happens. It gets stuck somewhere in Texas. and it'll be there for a while. I don't know why. Sometimes it gets stuck in Lexington, Kentucky, which is about 30 minutes from me, and it'll be stuck there for a week. I don't know why, even though it's sent priority. Hey, Gabriel, how are you, buddy?
And Gabriel just recently had a birthday. You did not give Hayden
I didn't give him a super. I did. Oh, that suck.
a gift.
No, I did not.
Ting! I was going to ting you, Hayden. So I was listening while I was getting ready. Is wearing the Final Fantasy wig to attract her celebrity crush. Oh my gosh. If Orange showed up.
Wait, what are we talking about here? A lot of my books get stuck in Ohio and Maryland. Yeah, Cincinnati, sometimes that's another big place that they get stuck in. Yeah, things happen. It's out of your control. And as long as it comes, it's fine. Finally, someone responsible to follow the Are you serious?
You were like, how does Melanie do this?
Dude, I was like 3 minutes behind.
I try to share the love. That's what I do.
Okay. You think Mike Grell Green Arrow worth collecting 100%. If it's not the best Green Arrow run, it's definitely up there. Chuck Dixon's run is really good too, but his run focuses more on Connor Hawk. Oh, it's good. Yeah, you should check it out. It's definitely very, very social commentary, but not in your face about it. Like, people were mad about all the things he was writing about, the drugs and trafficking and all these adult things. And he was like, but this is just stuff I'm taking from the headlines. This is stuff that's actually happening in Seattle. Wait, what do you want me to do? Sugarcoat it? Hey, Melanie, any shout out for your... Oh, yeah. Melanie, you want to tell them the good news?
17.
Who's the top...
Yeah, hold on. Let me...
While she's looking for that, Reid will be joining us to talk about his Kickstarter that's happening right now. That's Reid Chancellor. He's part of... Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. So... I'm trying to hide... There we go. Okay.
Why are you hiding it? Your students. They don't know what an Omni is?
No, they do not.
Well, you shouldn't know what that is.
All right.
Internet.
So, timestamp 11:18. Gotcha. All right. So, if you're new to the Saturday morning chat, then I'm an English teacher, and I like to give shout outs to the students of the week. And I picked for this week Trenton in second period for his participation, and Evan in third period for his insightful answers, and also for learning another language. He's been working hard on Duolingo Spanish. And in fourth period, Caitlin, because you've been doing all your work on time, so good job. Daylin in fifth period, because English is her second language, and she works hard every day. And finally, in sixth period, Paris, although I had to yell at you twice to come back into the room instead of being like, I want to be out in the pod. But I love you. And then finally, I'm staff member of the week. What? And I got a huge Kit Kat bar and a certificate.
You got teacher of the week.
Yeah, because we can nominate other staff members to be basically the equivalent of student of the week. So congratulations.
Wait, so somebody right now is giving you a shout out on their own channel?
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Okay. Let me quickly get a couple of these questions here.
Yeah, and I see some super chats.
Hey, Omar, I made an order with CGN a few days ago. I checked today, and the books are now special order. I don't remember if it were when I got them. Is there a way to know on the order? I don't remember if they were. I don't know if there is a way to know or not. Special order just means that they don't have it in stock. They have to special order it from the distribution center. But if you're able to order it, you're gonna get your book. You just have to wait a little bit. I don't know. Do they now put things that are in special order? Yeah, much love to all the teachers out there.
Ninth grade English. So, John, thank you for the super
Happy
chat.
birthday, buddy.
You
turned 41 yesterday. Demand Iron Man Omnis as compensation for
Happy
aging.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John. I hope you get Iron Man Omnis. A whole bunch of them.
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful song.
And then Bar with her super sticker because she doesn't know how to do a super chat. Well, hold on.
Bar was in our she was in our book club. She's a real person. I still don't believe it. I think she paid somebody to go and be in that book club.
So Bar is addressing both of us with
Oh.
abbreviations for our nicknames.
You're not even
Top cover and hardcover.
not
Just
even
want to say I
Omar.
had the absolute best time on the book club. Felt very welcome. Well, thank you. And there's the kids. Yeah, and as we mentioned, Edwin and James, it was their first time, and we had lovely Hannah, who wasn't on screen, so we couldn't see.
She got a little
lovely
shy.
Hannah.
She got a little shy.
Hey, Joe. And we had many others. So let's see.
So they're saying congratulations to you.
you.
Don't just bypass that. It's congratulations to you. You deserve it.
Oh, do parents ever come to you disagree with a particular lesson or project or curriculum in general? Oh, not as much as last year. So that's cool.
Usually it's a book, right? That they don't.
Yeah, just one time, just now. There's a book that To Kill a Mockingbird is the alternative, which I have memorized, so that's easy for me. I'm like, somebody's like, "Where's this quote?" I'm like, I don't have to look it up. That's Miss Maudie. That's something she said.
Wow, look at you. That is a good. That is a good book and a great movie
memorized.
too.
Oh my gosh. And I'm thinking of a way they could watch the movie.
Gregory Peck is the man in that movie.
And I have his picture up on the wall. Oh, wait, Nicholas, thank you for the super chat. Just a second. I learned 2 new words yesterday because somebody said that Atticus Finch, that one of the students, was a Sigma male. Oh, I forgot to Google it. And I was like, what's that? It's something, I'm guessing it means like low key badass.
Whoa, what are you doing? It's a Saturday morning stream.
I know.
Goodbye, money.
And then the, I forgot about that. No, it's going to be fine. Are you serious?
No, I'm not.
Okay. And
they have
Riz,
rules.
You got Riz, you got charisma. I was like, oh, Atticus Finch, Gregory Peck, he's got Riz and he's a Sigma male. I told my daughters, they're like, oh yeah. And I'm like, I didn't know that was a word now. All
Nicholas says, I have been working on trying to get the Cosmic Ghost Rider omnibus. Is it out of print right now?
Thank you, Nicholas, for the super
Thank you for the super chat. Is it out of print or is it still in print? I don't think I added that one to the list.
Okay. What used to be
kind of a meme of guys who used
okay, I don't know.
Oh my gosh, these terminologies.
A real bad behind.
I read Alpha Flight, not Sigma Flight. There was a Beta Flight and an Omega Flight. I did read that one.
Tina, did you know what those words meant? I like Riz.
Tina, you're out of touch too. Quit even acting.
She's not. She's TikTok Tina. She
all right,
knows
she's good. She knows.
Let's see.
We say bad butt on the Saturday morning stream, Melanie.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to your students that are still watching. Their parents are like, that's your teacher.
Maybe Bree's watching. Hi, Bree.
Although they agree that Gregory Peck was a bit of a bad butt.
You're not a 12-year-old boy. You are real.
Oh, that's cool. Demi Moore named one of her daughters.
A Scout? I love Scout. Let's see.
What was the little boy's name?
Dill.
Dill?
My name's Dill. How old is he? 7.5? I can't remember his age.
That
I can read. You got anything that Reid's needing? I can do it.
I filmed the sequel to that movie, or that book.
2 birds with one
It's called
stone.
To Kill a Mockingbird 2, 2 birds with 1 bullet, not 1 stone.
Oh, was it?
No, it was 1 stone. It was 1 stone. Then at the end, we did the twist. Anyway, that was my high school English project. I know some, but I'm starting to get out of touch, feeling like a granny sometimes. It doesn't help that you're surrounded by 85 cats, Tina. Will there be a Batman Rebirth omnibus? You can almost guarantee that will come. I mean, it's Tom King, it's Batman, and there'll be 2 of them, I'm sure. I don't know if they'll collect things. Well, no, like the Batcat and Killing Time. I don't know if that will be collected in those omnis, but we'll see. Sigma led all the Mavericks against X. Yes!
I love how this is gone into a related to comics. Here, just a second. That's explaining. Alpha male is pretty gross trend of a lot of toxic masculinity and gross I can't talk.
Objectification.
Thank you. Of men and overall BS science. Good on your students for joking about some clearly silly guys.
So is it better to be Sigma? Oh my god.
I don't know. I forgot to Google
this has turned into a Q&A for you all. Is it better to be a Sigma male then? What about
whatever? If you haven't heard the story years ago, it's like if Atticus Finch, I would marry him. He's got morals, and you said morals are overrated.
Omar, what are your thoughts on Phoenix Volume 2 Omnibus, not including New Mutants 18? It's Rachel Summers' first appearance in the present. That omnibus really confuses me. That's the omnibus that I asked if we could get those X Factor issues in, and they thought about it for a little bit, then they came back and said no, because we want to focus on the Phoenix itself, not just Jean Grey and those X Factor issues. Focus on Jean.
Weak hair got my
Riss is just game. What the heck does that even mean? Okay,
I
so
don't know.
so it confuses me.
A video game.
So it confuses me that it doesn't have Rachel's first appearance, because we're focusing on the Phoenix Force. Rachel has the Phoenix Force through those issues. I don't know. I will be. I don't know. I'm curious how well that book does, but I will say this: there are a lot of people that are excited for that book, like on Twitter, because the first one surprised me how well it did. Surprised me so much so we got a second one. If we get a third one, that's the one I'll be most excited for, because that means we're going to get a lot of the limited or mini series that were not previously collected before in any of the Omnis. Not just End Song and I guess War Song. You got to collect that one too, even though that one's. But I would love to see something like X-Men Red collected, or the Return of Jean Grey.
Tina is teen cosplaying as Omar's friend.
Tina is teen cosplaying as. I don't even understand. I appreciate you guys. Just started watching 2 months ago and I already bought 55 Omnis.
I'm so sorry you can't get this shirt. That's a limited run.
It's a limited run of however we can sneak out. It was 1 day only. Oh my gosh.
I didn't even know what the OnlyFans logo looked like.
I had to do research. Remember, I had to ask friends.
I don't know Jack. I don't know Riz.
And I'm like, I'm not here to shame anybody. I just need to know what the OnlyFans logo looks like for research purposes.
Man, we've got some great questions.
You know how to read that? Good.
Well, Axel, you taught us, but that was like a month ago. I don't remember.
Riz, swagger. What's wrong with me?
Okay.
Swagger, the flirt, spit, game, etc. Short for charisma. Fun lingo for sure. LOL.
You got Riz. You need Riz.
I used to have Riz. I think I lost it like many decades ago.
Oh my baby. You. Never mind. I shouldn't say.
Okay.
It was a compliment.
Oh, okay. Play all the games. What? Tips for Kyle Rayner trade paperback.
We thought about it.
There's two Kyle Rayner trades that are available. No, actually, hold on. I've got some that are out of print. So if you want the complete Kyle Rayner, that series unfortunately got discontinued. Volume 3 was solicited and it got canceled. But they did volumes 1 and 2. They did Full Circle, and there's a lot of Judd Winnick stuff. Judd Winnick, oh my gosh, that's another guy that I liked on Green Arrow. He also did some really good Green Lantern. And there's a whole Ion miniseries, which I was hoping that they would include in the Green Lantern Core Omnibus, but that's even wishful thinking. By the way, I did send out an email to DC, my contact at DC, if they could add those 3 missing issues by Keith Giffen. Or no, not Keith Giffen, Dave Gibbons on the Green Lantern Core Omnibus. But I don't know.
Thank you for speaking as a fan and a spokesperson for the people.
Well, yeah, because it's coming from a fan's perspective, though. Like, why would you even take them out? Where else are you going to collect those books?
And speaking of a fan, I'm going to say your name.
It's in there.
It's in the
Tomb of Dracula volumes 1, 2, and 3 are in there. Believe me, because my choices were Tomb of Dracula 1, 2, and 3 is the top choices.
As I was getting ready, I heard you mention this, but there's so just to be more clear.
Oh yes.
To clarify, the reprint poll is the video that was published Thursday.
Yes.
With a link in the description.
Yes.
So watch the video to understand, but basically you have weighted votes that your first choice is worth like 5. No, wait, I can't explain it. Just watch the video. And a lot from last year, a lot of books
15 out of the 20 books from last year.
So,
and from the previous years, to kind of give you an idea, 10 out of 10 from the previous years. Last year 15 because they kind of had to stop. Right? What's the reasoning? Come on, man, throw me a bone, DC. Love the Omega Man, but King assassinated Colin. I don't even want to. I love Omega Man too, Chris, and I always take Tom King stories as pocket continuity. or pocket universes. Didn't really happen in the main one.
We got requests for what to vote for. And then it's hard to pick just 5. Yeah.
It is. If you're new.
Second guessing my choices.
But I feel like it's very important because there's so many new people to the collecting game. There's so many new people that just joined in the last year. And I feel really, really bad for the people that just joined after the poll goes live. And they're like, where can I vote? And I'm like, you got to wait until next year. But it's a lot of fun to get to put together. And again, I always like to stress, just in case you're new to this, it's not me that gets to choose them. It's you all that get to vote. I just
and you just
the
share
messenger,
the results.
And I share the results.
It's not a guaranteed thing.
Right. I share the results with Marvel, and they're kind enough to listen. 15 out of 20 ain't bad.
Justin was asking, who's part of the book club? Justin. Oh shoot, where did you go? There you are. Do you monitor the results in real time? Or do you wait to review it until the end? You look at it.
I look at it from time to time.
I said you look at it.
I mainly look at it to make sure 50 votes aren't coming from the same IP address that have the same 5 books. Which happens from time to time.
Lex is asking on Patreon, is there a rolling list of the Omni schedule going forward? Updated as things get announced?
Not yet. Because I'm waiting for a full... Some things have gotten, like, for example, Brand New Day got delayed until December. But that may come back up. So they're still working on the schedule. And again, that has nothing to do with Marvel. It has to do with shipping. And, I mean, there's a lot of factors at stake here. And it sucks, right? Because we don't want another January. And January was Omnigeddon. It was like, let's play catch up. 4 Omnis a week. Now it's starting to look normal. 1 or 2 Omnis a week, which is exactly what people appreciate for their wallets. And that's normally what we've been doing for the last 2 years. But things last year, oh my gosh, they just got delay after delay. And then we had a freaking perfect storm of all these books coming together, including DC books.
Do you know how many people have voted so far?
It was over 3,000 the last time I looked.
Oh, I should show Tina's comment.
Tina!
I thought the same thing.
Gosh dang it, Tina.
That's her nickname. Gosh
Batman
dang
Beyond
it, Tina.
comics. I don't, because I'm waiting for the Omnibus one day. What if it's the same IP address, but all voting for Marvels?
No, Muppets.
Muppets. Oh, sure.
I like Muppets. Is the poll for Epics too?
Yep. That will be in a couple of weeks.
Do you know when Tiger Eyes poll goes up?
Tiger Eyes poll, I'm working with him this year, and I'm going to work closer. I'm actually going to make a video so everybody gets involved. And that's a fun one because that's the one that you all get to vote for. Or not vote for, but you all say, this is my most wanted omnibus. Whether it's Ghost Rider Danny Ketch or whether it's like a Silver Age Iron Man Volume 3, whatever it is that you all want, it's really cool. And then he puts it all together, and I'm very blessed to get to announce it. It's a lot of fun. And last year I did share that list with Marvel, and they were like, okay, there's some interesting things. And then I do my own, for the people wondering. Like, I do my own every year where I map it out. I show my covers, and that's a lot of fun. That usually comes out sometime in May. Got to reshuffle my schedule though, because we're officially going to Japan in June. Like we bought our tickets, getting the girls' passports on Monday, or renewed on Monday.
Hold up, hold your horses. 2 seconds.
So it is the first time.
There you go. Oh.
3.5 years.
Sebastian, you're in the way. All right, there you go.
Wow. You better click back on Sebastian.
Japan. It moved. Sebastian, where are you? Oh, dang it. Okay.
So it's the first time in 3.5 years that I have not, that I can take a little bit of time off. And it's only 2 weeks, but still, that is, you have no idea how freaked out I am about taking 2 weeks off away from the channel. Like, that is freaking me. I almost cursed. That is freaking me out a lot, because it's like leaving my baby behind, and hopefully it doesn't fall apart. Hopefully there's nothing that from like YouTube that I get, you must correct this, or we're deleting your channel.
Leave Tina in charge.
I am not leaving Tina in charge. She'll get me canceled so fast. Omar, would you allow too many votes for new? No, there's never too. We're getting a volume 3. Volume 3, man. What was it like working with Marvel and DC? First.
So this person was asking earlier a question that would, I think, really quick version of how you start working with Marvel.
Oh,
that's Free Comic Book Day 3 years ago. How many years ago? Alicia,
2019.
adjectiveless Alicia,
My
asked
little
for
darling.
us to make a. She's like, "Are we gonna do a video?" And Omar wasn't. He's like, "Okay, we will." And David Gabriel, who's the vice president of Marvel Comics,
Senior vice president. How dare you?
Sorry. He one of his friends recommended this video, and David thought it was very wholesome, and it was. And then and then he saw other videos. No, I'm just kidding. And then he liked how Omar was honest and calling him out for a couple of things and how much passion and love he has for the medium. And he reached out to Omar for a month. He didn't believe that it was true. And then they started working together.
It was hard. It was hard. It was hard to believe it because it's just, I'm one of these people. I don't believe in things unless I'm physically holding something, and it's just the things, he was like, you can go ahead and announce these books if you want. And I did not want to break people's hearts.
And then with DC, not a steady a relationship, right?
I did for a while, but then those
reached
people
out,
mm-hmm.
So nobody reached out to him, and yeah, so yeah, for a while.
I worked with Hank for a while, who was wonderful.
Ever send things to review?
Mm-hmm. They did.
Oh, okay, good.
It was funny because Hank's like, "I'm sorry, all I got is Golden Age Superman 2," and as soon as I reviewed it, I'm like, I can't. No, it wasn't in my it was in one of our giveaways. I ended up giving it away just because I sold my Golden Age stuff in the past. But yeah, it's been a blessing getting not just to work with Marvel, but a bunch of other publishers too, like Dark Horse and IDW, Udon. Oh my gosh, I love these people. Like, I feel like a lot of these PR people, like when they leave, I'm like, don't leave me, please. Like when what's her name? Gabriel left Viz Comics. She was one of my favorite PR people. I'm like, please don't leave. Please don't leave me. And yeah, I don't know. You get close
I'll be
to
there
them.
For you.
Thank you.
I'll pick up the pieces.
You'll pick up the pieces. Thank you.
What about an Ollie's Road Trip 2.0? Watch
Amanda and I have been.
Yeah,
Amanda and I.
Avenging Archer based on you guys finding that.
Yeah, man. We've been
Hachette edition of the reunion had a misprint, so good to have.
We've been talking about it, and Amanda and I had a lot of fun the first time. So yeah, I think we'll do that again. Then again, the secret's out, right? Like now everybody goes to Ollie's. The secret's
all
out
because of you, Amanda. The secret's out. Where? No. Okay. All right. Are we far enough along with the schedule that you can record the second half of your most wanted books for 2023?
Are we far enough along our schedule that you can record the second half of your most wanted books for 2023? Not yet, because I need DC to fill up.
Oh, that's a cool spot.
Because Green Lantern Corps wouldn't have been there a couple of weeks ago, right? But now it is. So I'm waiting for DC, and I'm waiting for the rest of the catalog to fill up, and that's mainly waiting for Dark Horse and Image. Because there's a lot of books from Dark Horse and Image I really want.
I like how on the back of this Omni, there's a picture with the list of comics in it. I like that. Better than just having a picture. All right. Oh, here's the inside. Hey, Mega Shrimpster. And is Thor by JSM worth reading?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a good jumping on point because Thor had been gone physically from Marvel Comics for a few years because his title was canceled. He'd been gone from Marvel. He'd been gone from the stories, and he shows back up. And it's a relaunch. It's not a retelling of his origin, but it's like a fresh new start.
Remember, Nova spelled backwards is Avon. Remember when Avon saleswomen went door to door? Yeah, neither do I. But I remember Avon calling, and one of my students when I worked at Stewart Hall, who was older, would say that whenever somebody called. Avon calling.
New Ollie's just opened near where I live, Champaign Urbana, Illinois. I used to have family that lived in Champaign, Illinois. We used to go to a big comic book store around that area. Was it Mile High? I can't remember what was over there. Not Mile High. It was a big store. It was almost like a warehouse. I was genuinely surprised to see that Captain Marvel has the Silver Age small spine treatment. That's Nicholas, by the way, who's one of the wonderful folks from Australia that's going to welcome me to his house when I go to visit Australia. And Pete doesn't know this yet, but I'm going to New Zealand too. And I'm just going to live with him for about a week and then hang out in Australia with these fine folks.
You? Not me? Okay.
I mean, you could come too if you want to.
Well, he's also saying, I bet donuts they would have had a logo. What era draws the line?
I don't know. Because Nova did it, right? I don't know, honestly. Captain Marvel will have 2 volumes. Nova doesn't have enough for 2. Because the Nova line was ended there. And then, I mean, 2 would be something like the modern age stuff, like Eric Larson stuff on Nova. And, of course, the modern age Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning era.
Do you think you'll be finding a different printer supplier in order to make the OmniFans t-shirt? Oh, and Josh was there. So there.
Yeah, probably.
Redbubble.
Maybe Redbubble.
We just. Whew, it's hard. It's hard to have
Chris designed this, and
I just
wonderful guy.
I come home and I don't want to do anything.
It's okay. I got this. Yes, correct, Cody. He has a 90s run. That's what I meant by the Eric Larson era. Oh, no. You're talking about the era during the Fabian y Ciesa era.
Gotcha,
and it crossed over with Time and Time Again. Yeah, that can also be reprinted. Maybe you can make one big book. Depends on how popular the character is. Depends if he gets a movie or TV show. But like I've said before on my channel, odds are if it's going to be a movie and TV show, Nova, it's going to be Sam Alexander.
What are your thoughts on Kevin Smith's Green Arrow? I felt like 15 issues wasn't enough.
Loved it.
More.
You need more onomatopoeia? Go and read, it's the Batman little miniseries. That's where that character appears again. Melanie used to make fun of that character. I like him. Bang. Remember that
Did
guy?
I?
Yeah. He's like
I'm
this.
an English teacher. Why would I make fun of onomatopoeia?
He's got the swirly mask, and he's the one that says the thing before he does it. So, like, he'll
Maybe
go.
I made fun of the
You made fun of the idea of somebody going whack and then whacking you. You're like, why would he say the thing? It's like telling you ahead of time what his move's going to be.
Oh, well,
I thought it was a cool character.
Okay.
What's up, Hondalorian? I'm really glad you liked that comedy clip I sent you on IG. Fun. So, dude, I did. I loved it. Thank you so much for that. Every once in a while, I check IG messages from time to time, but it's mainly my buddy Taylor that does it now, who's in charge of our social media.
Rob says, how many more Omnis have there been total? You guys chime in the chat. What do you think? What are your estimate of numbers?
A lot, brother. I don't know that answer. Seriously. Good morning, Omar and Mel. Also, Omar, gotta say I love the hoodie from Final Fantasy VI. Has been my favorite. Dude, same. Has been my favorite Final Fantasy for years. I'm super excited for it to release on the Switch.
It is?
Yeah. I bought the limited edition that comes with a vinyl of all the Final Fantasy classics being released on the Switch.
Like a vinyl record?
Mm-hmm. It's. You
didn't tell me this.
I know.
When is it?
It comes out in May, I think, or April. It's a set. It's a collection of 1 through 6.
I made him every single character with perler beads.
Yeah, they're.
I watched
a
deep dive the other day.
I love 6. 6 is like the perfect game.
But 10 is the perfect.
By the way, but if you're old enough, 3 is the perfect game. If you're old enough to remember Final Fantasy 3, we didn't know there was a 6.
You are such a liar. What the heck?
What?
You love 6. I've never heard you mention 3. You're a phony. Phony.
I'm gonna school you in front of all these people. 3 was the American name of Final Fantasy 6. Get out your own house. Get out your own house. How are people going to trust you ever again to answer your question? What are you doing? Put that down, baby. Not on live streams. Speaking of NMC, I just picked up an NMC Human Condition. I would highly recommend wearing that shirt. Is a good life.
Okay, thank you,
buddy.
And shoot, that's horrible. I don't know the answer. Maybe I should have picked this question. It's not us. It was through Spreadshop.
Spreadshop did. But since they were like, oh, Mary's here. I haven't seen Mary in so long.
It's if Spreadshop does.
Mary, I hope you're still there. Love you. That's all I wanted to say.
Aww.
She's such a sweet person. I haven't seen her in forever. Oh, what's up, Mike? How are you, brother?
Thank you for the super chat.
What'd you give up for Lent, by the way? Fast food, baby. With Batman, Cape Crusader, and Dark Knight Detective coming close to Nightfall era, do you think we will see a Nightfall Omni reprint anytime soon? I hope we do, and I hope we also get a pre-Nightfall stuff. And I hope when they do that, they actually collect Sword of Azrael. How many times have we reprinted Nightfall, and it's never collected Sword of Azrael. Why would they do that to me? Gave up Catholicism. My man.
That makes no sense.
My man.
Goosey's gonna threaten his wife with.
Get your own now. Well,
Oh my gosh!
You're welcome.
Hey,
You're
comics are dope.
you better.
Y'all check out this channel.
That's my buddy BJ Kicks, man. Guys, good people right there.
Ben, it's okay. We got your back. For
Seriously, where did you? I didn't order this one. Melanie got me this for Christmas.
Oh gosh, I have no idea where I got that.
Or maybe it was
However,
my brother.
I think I don't know. No, he got you the
Blade of the
Immortal one.
Yeah.
It's probably one of those, multiple print on demand fan stuff, sites, and
you should be a spokesperson for the print on demand multiple sites.
If you're interested in anything in your condition, there's a link, or it should show the Spread Shop items themselves, like below the video. Gave up Facebook for Lent. There you go. Mm-hmm. That's probably best for your soul, dude. Like for your spirits and so like getting rid of social media. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I make the mistakes of going in through when somebody sends me a link, and they're really wonderful people that send me a link to like a Reddit post, and I'm going down the rabbit hole of Reddit, and it just gets detrimental to your mental health when you start reading things about you, and you're like, I don't agree with that. Just deleted. Thank you. Can you pronounce this person's name? Hi from Brazil, and although I don't understand so well, I really like the videos. Congratulations for the beautiful collection. Well, thank you for watching.
Leitor Lesado?
Let's see. Comics are dope says, I hate that Spread Shop doesn't pass along the customer's email address.
Yeah, you just get like, hey, somebody's made an order.
What's your opinion on the best epic collection ones?
Oh my gosh. I swear, the Thor people are eating good. Captain America people are eating good. Daredevil folks are eating good.
They're eating
good, baby. Spider-Man. My gosh, there's so much Spider-Man in Epic Collection. X-Men's catching up, though. X-Men's catching up. Keep in mind, though, X-Men started after Spidey, after Cap, after Thor. So my favorite ones are Silver Surfer. If you look at Silver Surfer, you're like, oh my gosh, that's almost a complete set of books right there. And they're doing all kinds of goodness there. So that's my opinion. Silver Surfer, final answer. Bang. Put a stamp on it.
Comics for Life. Have you ever reached out to people involved in comic book based film to get their fan perspective?
No, I would love to.
Yeah. I got you.
Okay.
You trust me?
Sure, I married you. Had kids with you. Okay. Of course I trust you.
Regardless, if nothing happens, one person did reach out who's a fan of the channel, who's in the comics industry of TV media.
You're so cute. You're so cute.
So that was really cool. That's a huge compliment.
It is.
That's all I'll say.
And it's messages like that I'm always like, that can't be real.
So we'll see. Let's see. Mega Shrimpster, thank you for the super chat. Spread Shop. But since Spread Shop,
with cliffhangers like that, you'll never get invited to Sweden.
Yeah. Oh, what were you saying?
To Spread Shop. What, Omar? Since Spread Shop. I was saying Spread Shop is the one that could ship people overseas.
No, we were talking about the oh my gosh, what's it called? Copyright. Like they took it because of copyright.
Yeah, even though it was approved, and even though it was anyway, that's okay.
Approved by who? You can upload anything, and then they take it down.
Omar, all those bad posts about you are probably from Omni. Oh, I love Chess. He wouldn't betray me like that. Or we drink Twins, Omar. I have a vanilla latte decaf because I'm real cool. Mayhaps. So the Comic Slayer, I wouldn't call him the better half. Probably the what do we call the husbands? The worst.
Whatever. Half.
The worser half.
No, stop. Just half.
He's going to be joining us at noon to talk about his Kickstarter. I'm really excited to talk about
10 more minutes.
Actually, I need to probably download some pictures here, but let's answer some questions.
Hey guys, when's the deadline for the poll?
The reprint poll will be, I think I said it in the video, didn't I? Oh my gosh, did I not say it in the video? I know I did. It is, let me double check. Let's just double check.
Tell us when the day.
It's March, no, it's Friday, March 3rd. So you got a little bit to go.
Okay, so this Friday.
At 8 p.m. No, next Friday. Or this coming Friday. Yeah. Yes, you're right. At 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope I can
So again, if you just joined the chat, that is a video that was published Thursday that you can click on the link in the description to vote for which Omnis you would like reprinted, and they will be shared with Marvel.
Correct. Correct. And it really does help them too, because somebody used to call it the BO, the before Omar era of Omnis.
The BO.
That's what they called it. It's not very flattering, but I get it. But there was an era of Omnis before some crazy guy from his basement would kind of help Marvel with what to reprint, and they're kind enough to answer and reply and reprint most of the books that were on that list. Actually, all the books up until recently. It used to be just me going, what would be really cool if you could reprint Daredevil by Bendis and Annihilation. That was our first conversation with David, and right off the bat, he did it. And that was wonderful. And then the second year I did it again, and I did it with Mutant Massacre and a couple of other books. And then the third year, I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to start taking people's what they want, because it's not and those books, by the way, were not for me. Those books were the ones for you all, because those were the ones that my viewers were like, when is this ever going to get reprinted? So instead of me reaching out, that's when they I let you all vote, and that became really cool. It used to be through social media, and then the fourth time I did it, somebody was like, hey, I can do this for you. We did it through that Google Doc, and here we are a couple of years later and doing it again. I think this is the fourth or fifth year maybe that we're doing it. So it's wonderful.
Beginning of March, we'll do the poll and Patreon for next month's book club.
That David, really quick, that Green Lantern book. So that's what I saw too on the PRH page. But whenever they sent me the solicits, it was 1,400. Not that isn't a beast. It was 1,420 pages or something like that. Thanks for posting the reprint poll. Definitely voted again this year. Thank you, man. Yeah.
You're missing one picture, so if you can answer Josh's question.
Any Conan? Nothing yet, but I do know some things that are coming, and I just can't say a word until the folks at Titan want me to. So, very excited to get to announce that stuff, including the detailed information about Volume 9 of Savage Sword of Conan. So, I'm out. Back to the grind. Have a good weekend. Be good, buddy. Can you give us a hint on what book is doing well on the reprint poll? Oh, gosh. I don't know if I looked at the last time. I want to say it was New Avengers. That one seemed to be doing really well. But that was yesterday. I don't know how well it's doing today. I can guarantee you that it's not Marvel Now. Although that did get a couple of votes. So on Patreon, I unleashed the full list so people can look at every single one, because it's a big list. And on YouTube, it's where I just do the top 20. But that's the one that matters, right? The top 20 is what I send to Marvel. I thought about doing top 15 because they only gave us 15 this year. But then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to send top 20, and then if they can choose 15 out of those again, that would be really cool.
Here, I found the image you didn't download. You can answer this question. Do you think we'll get a Marvel Civil War omnibus?
Yeah, one day.
All the tie-ins?
Absolutely. I mean, look, we got House of M. I think a Civil War Omni will come.
Any upcoming Black Panther news?
Nothing yet. Nothing on Black Panther yet. And somebody's asking about the process of custom Omnis, like the new Krypton books. The process is just go on eBay, and you might get lucky from time to time. I did not make those books. I got those on eBay years ago. They're expensive. I always tell people, though, those custom books like those, oversized books, they are expensive. So just prepare to pay. And those people, from my experience, even though I haven't bought one in years, they don't believe in haggling. So don't get offended if you get an automatic nope. So good luck, but they are expensive.
Got all 6 pictures. That took me 5 minutes.
Okay.
Music question. Have you guys heard any Two Cellos before? That sounds familiar.
No, but I've heard of Two Mellows. Two Mellows is my dude who does the intro music for me.
What is
on our channel? He's a friend of Tina's, and he's a really good guy. And he does he's done video games like Read Only Memories. He's done those video games. And hold on before you let him in here.
Just a second, Reid. We'll let you in.
And you should definitely check out his tunes. Like he does a lot of the remix tracks that I play in my backgrounds. If you're a fan of video games and you like remixes, those are definitely some tunes you need to check out. Eve Ewing is the new writer on Black Panther. That is correct. Now, you're going to get people that are going to be on both sides of the fence. Like some people in the middle, like, oh, new writer, cool. People are like, nope. And then people are like, oh, right. Me, I was on the Eve Ewing writing Ironheart. I remember when she got that job, it was at that time when Marvel was getting people that normally didn't write comics to write a comic book. And I was like, what? Eve Ewing, there's so many people trying to break it into the comic book industry. They're obviously getting her to write because she's African-American. She's written poetry and books. She killed it. Like Ironheart, I hated the character of Ironheart. Bendis is Ironheart. He tried to do the same thing he did with Miles Morales with all these tropey things happening. No, thank you. But when she took over that book, when she made Ironheart, oh my gosh. And she threw in New Warriors in there. I was so upset that it only lasted 8 issues. Obviously, I think by that time people were burnt out on the character. I don't know. I have high hopes for her Black Panther run. I didn't mind the first one. Now, before we get James in here, or not James, I'm sorry, Reid. I don't know why I said James. We do have a quick word from our sponsor. If you live in Europe and you're interested in getting some of the big books we've been talking about, you definitely should check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. Take it from there, Miss Melanie. Miss Melanie.
They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC big books within the EU. Flat shipping rate of €12 for all EU countries. Bulletproof packaging and all emails answered within 24 hours. And exclusively for our viewers, you can use the code Near Mint Condition at checkout and get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order over €40.
So professional.
Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ting, ting, ting.
Oh my gosh.
Oops, I messed up your thing. Oh, dang nabbit.
Oh, dag nabbit indeed.
Dang nabbit. I should have, wait.
What did you do to my little pillow?
Omnis. Premium collected it. Never mind, I guess.
Just don't. Let's get Reid in here. All right. So Walt's Comic Shop last week. Fantastic for Jonathan Hickman Omnibus. Yes, sure. Show that, and then let's get Reid Chancellor in here.
Hey!
How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Thank you for joining us.
Well,
talk a little bit about your book. So
sure.
Reid has published books in the past. He's an independent comic creator.
It's true.
Great artist, and
thank you.
Also, YouTube personality these days.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with YouTube personality. But yeah, no, thank you guys for having me. So I'm super happy to talk about it. So my newest book is called Summer Vacation. It tells the story of 4 teachers who have a band, and then they get this opportunity and they go on tour for the first time during summer vacation. They deal with like all sorts of like their self-esteem issues, dealing with this like dream versus reality kind of thing. And it's just their story of like getting to go on tour, but like as older people, like in their 40s, just going on tour for the first time in like a van, which if anyone's ever toured in a van, it's miserable, but it's a blast at the same time. So it's all these sort of different things happening. And that's the basic story, but it's kind of like my, there's the cover. So there's that. But it's like my love letter to like 90s, like cheesy 90s rock and roll movies. So like I loved movies like That Thing You Do and Airheads, and then of course like School of Rock later, and all of those movies. It's kind of like my love letter to that, just in a comic form. So, and that Kickstarter is live right now. It's been going on. We are funded, which is fantastic.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. So the book is getting made no matter what, which rules. But right now we're trying to get to the stretch goals and get higher. Of course, if we get to, we're sitting at like 247, or not 247, 2024. We're sitting at almost 2,500 right now. And if we get to 2,500, there'll be a signed book plate for everyone that everyone will get, as well as if we hit 3,000, all the books will be hardcover. which is going to be really cool and really exciting. So I'm super stoked to do that. And yeah,
You
really,
mentioned
I've got a cat on me now. Yeah. So,
Aw, so you're
oh, this is Buffy. This is our sweet little Buffy kitty.
named after the movie Buffy, right? Buffy the Vampire
Of course. Yeah. And our other cat is Willow. So we have Buffy and Willow. And
Aw.
she doesn't like being held. I'm going to get in trouble for that. But there we
She's
go.
not a YouTube personality.
She's not. No.
What a quote, dude! And you said Airheads. I was like, the Brendan Fraser and Adam Sandler, and who else was in that?
And Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, the guy in that.
It's so good. That's honestly, it's one of my favorite movies. I think it's one of the best movies made about rock and roll because it's so stupid and brilliant all at the same time. So, oh yes, and my lovely wife is they'll be oversized. It's 9x7.
9x7. Okay.
Yeah, so it's landscape. So it'll be that. And then I do have something. So there's still some like really cool stuff with the Kickstarter you can get. You can still get the original cover art. So there is this. There's the original art from that.
Okay, I have to ask about that because can you keep holding it up?
Yes.
Was inspired at all by the little car that Ratfink?
Oh,
Ratfink
yeah.
Car?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Cool.
100%. So like if you don't, another thing I do like on the side, so I do comics and then I also illustrate like gig posters and things like that. And of course, Ratfink and like all of those like hot rod posters are a huge influence. So I wanted to show my homage to that. And then this is what like we have still a lot of like original art pages that are available that you can get. This is actually 2 pages from the book because I drew it. So the book is landscape. So I drew like this is like a spread. So with each level that you get the original art, you actually are getting 2 pages of original art. And that's like I did grayscale, like a mix between markers and ink wash on that. So, but yeah, there's only 5 days left to back it. And hopefully we can get to that hardcover level and all of that. But
what's the hardcover level? I'm sorry.
So the hardcover, when we hit the stretch goal of 3,000, so like at 2,000 it was funded, and then when we hit 3,000, everybody who did just a level of who backed the physical copy of the book is going to get a hardcover. You just automatically get that hardcover. Nice. All the books will be upgraded.
That sounds awesome. And your wife's asking you to show the Violent
Oh, of course. So yeah, so I did do a Violent Femmes gig poster. This is the one So I did that. It's signed by them. We got to meet them and everything, which was pretty incredible. And so yeah, but it was super. One of my favorite bands, of course. And I mean, I just happen to also be wearing the shirt because
it's all I do. Too. Does the vinyl have your art as well?
The vinyl doesn't have my art on the cover. So the vinyl for the level, that's another level in the book, or on the Kickstarter. It's the $50 level. You'll get an exclusive lathe cut vinyl. Which is a vinyl record that's made in real time. So they're really, really limited. We're only doing 25 total. And it's actually the EP of the band in the book. So the band that the story is based around. So it's going to be that. I'm creating like original music with it, and it'll all be in there. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Okay, we're going to show off some of the internal artwork again while you talk.
No, wait.
Yeah.
I want to show by parts that, like, what's it called? Stood out to me. Let me hide. New Sweet Channel's praise for you. Okay, like here in the top right corner with the cartoony expression with the lips.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of that panel. And of this one, the streaks coming out from his face. And there's something else I noticed. What was it? I love the zoom in on the glasses. Like how in the top panel you've got him like halfway there, and then it moves down, so it's easy on the eyes to follow. And then you've got the close up. I say zoom in like it's a movie. Does anybody else have comics like they're movies?
Absolutely. That's the best way to do it. I'm not like, I still like to this day, when I write out a script for any comic I do, I still to this day write it like it's just a movie.
Yeah. So,
but, and then I will say, there's
I like the lights on the fingers.
Yeah. If you don't, so a lot of my background and like other comics I've done are very based in like punk rock, and like I did a lot of nonfiction work and things like that. So the art is still very like rooted in that like DIY punk style, still a little sketchy. This is definitely probably the most fleshed out I've ever done my art, because usually I keep it pretty loose and things like that, but I'm excited.
And
Thank you.
Shipping.
Oh, yes, of course. My wife is keeping me on track because I knew I was going to forget all of this stuff. But yeah, so all international friendly shipping. So everything is out. And it's all built into the Kickstarter. So I'm not using backer kit or anything like that, if you're familiar with Kickstarter. So whatever the shipping is, that's what you pledge. Like, it's already right there. There's no after the fact, 2 weeks or a month later when the book's ready to go out, then you pay shipping. It's none of that. It's all be right there.
Do you use pencils, markers, paintbrushes?
Mostly markers. So like I use zebra pens a lot. I love the zebra pen stuff. And then I used ink washes. So I used brushes or like and then Pentel, the pocket brush pen for a lot of this one.
Fan of Screeching Weasel?
I like Screeching Weasel. I've never gotten super into them. I don't know why. I really don't. Me and my wife were just talking about Screeching Weasel the other day because we saw a poster and I was like, that looks like the Screeching Weasel logo. I feel like I know the art of the band more than I know the band.
I want to say a couple things really quick. Number one, I am so sorry that I didn't get
maybe copy and paste the link
to do a proper show, and we'll put a link in the description of the video. Is what I was going to say next. To do a proper show to like designate a time for you to talk about it. So I had you to come in here. So I want to thank you for that. We had a lot of personal things happen in the last couple of weeks that kind of kept my schedule so messed up. So I couldn't do any live streams besides the Saturday one. So I was like, okay, well, if you could come in here on Saturday to talk about it. I'm glad that you came here. And yes, we will put a link in the description of the video that goes directly to the Kickstarter. James,
I put it in Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you pinned.
Awesome.
You pinned James.
I'd say if you're not able to click the link, like copy and paste it into the browser.
Yeah,
for sure.
So I'm glad that you came here now to talk about it. So thank you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you I'm glad that, I totally understand with like family stuff and just schedules can be crazy. My schedule's been nuts too. So it worked out that I'm anytime to come on and happy to come out and talk about it. And then my wife she ran in here and showed me, this is what like a lathe cut looks like. If you wanted to see, so they're clear. The one that I'm doing won't be square, but it'll be a circle one. But they're clear little lathe cuts. They're made in real time, super limited. And this is one that I did for my music. So I played in bands for years. So this was a solo record that I did a couple years ago. So
Dude,
all that is available on my in my store Envy. That's what it's called. So okay. all my music and everything. And also on the Kickstarter, there's links to my Bandcamp, so you can hear the music and see if it's like stuff that you like. You can support the music that way, as well as supporting the Kickstarter also supports the music.
Okay. I am going to pin your wife's comment because she has a link that works. No, let's see here. Here we go. Let's pin this one. Nope, I can't. Unpin this one.
Oh, there was a replace pin.
Thank you for reading.
You're welcome. I understand what I'm
teaching.
And I'm like, why won't this thing work? Because I'm trying to.
Shiny. That is really cool. Man.
It does look shiny.
I appreciate the concept.
Thank you.
I appreciate the concept.
One of the books that I have on my reading pile was the one that I bought from you at Heroes Con.
Oh yeah,
it's the one about anxiety and punk music, right?
Yeah, that's Hardcore Anxiety is the name of that, and that's my graphic memoir. It's my journey through punk rock and mental health. So growing up, very punk in the music scene, really heavily, and then later on in life, found out I suffer from depression, anxiety, and then I'm diagnosed bipolar, and also have type 1 diabetes. So like I have a lot of medical things in my life. And that book really kind of shows the journey of discovering punk at the same time as discovering all of these mental health issues that I had and getting through that, and sort of the journey of a lot of punk rock talks about mental health and can be really helpful in that sense. But a lot of punk rock doesn't talk about getting help. So that was like my main mission with that book, was to put out something that was talking about mental health in a way that wasn't just like we can listen to the Ramones talk about wanting to be sedated or get shock treatment, but we don't hear any punk. We don't hear a lot of punk rock songs about I went to my therapist today. So
yes, I would love to hear that. Seriously.
exactly, like I mean that's and there are songs like that. I'm not saying there aren't, but
Yeah.
like I wanted to make a book that was reflective of that. So
I think that's a
Thank
wonderful,
you so much
Mike.
for sharing.
That
That
is
is a
a-
wonderful idea.
Absolutely.
And I love how in the comic community that you and others are writing about things that people may silently suffer through. And so through reading, they can be like, I'm not alone, and maybe get some, advice. So
yeah, absolutely. Oh, and thank you, Mike, for buying the book. Although I should put out a hardcover edition of Hardcore Anxiety and call it Hardcover Anxiety. I think that would be great. But yeah, that's a book that I'm super, and that was my first comic that I put out, and I was like the one that I'm really still very proud of, just because
You should be. Absolutely.
it was a big journey, and it was a lot of work, and it was like a huge thing. And I mean, there's a lot of things now that I wish I knew when it comes to creating comics. So it's like this being my first fiction book with Summer Vacation, I'm still able to like explore a lot of that mental health and a lot of those things. Those are still big subject matter in this book, but definitely a little lighter hearted. It's not as, because it's not my own personal journey. So I'm able to kind of embellish a little bit and make things a little different.
Well, DBC All-Star pulled over in order to comment because he was driving, but
well, yeah, thank you for pulling over.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, DBC All-Star, for sharing, and
yes,
for your constant, what's the word? Encouragement.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
So
so let me ask you just some questions about the Kickstarter.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have 5 days left for the Kickstarter to end.
Yes.
Right? People that have already made a pledge can also make a bigger pledge if they want something else, correct? Now,
absolutely.
When, and I know this is kind of hard to tell, especially with the way printers are working, when do you expect to have book in hand and ready to ship out? And is this something that you're handling, or is it something that Kickstarter is going to handle? Like, how does that work?
Sure. Yeah. So I'm handling all of it myself. Okay. I guarantee you, like, the room adjacent to this one will be full of boxes and books that we'll be packing, me and my wife ourselves. But we like doing it that way. Grow up very DIY, still try to keep it that way. Hope the book is finished other than formatting. So like I've already drawn the book completely. I have a little bit of lettering to finish and then formatting it and then sending it off to the printer. So the book is done. So there's no waiting around for me to finish drawing or anything like that. Also, it's just me. There's no I don't have an inker. I don't have a colorist or anything like that. So the book should hopefully be out in people's hands by May. As long as the printer, I have no issues with the printer and everything like that. The book should be out in hand by May. The record level, I'm saying June, just to give me a little bit more time in case the lathe cut printer, getting that record takes a little bit longer. Okay. But should have everything by June, which I don't know if you guys are doing it, but like we just decided, I'm doing Heroes Con again this year. So I should hopefully have all of the books in hand to go to Heroes Con again, as well as shipped out to everybody.
And the Unstoppable Bar said done.
That's right. It's done.
I thought she was kicking Reid out. Yeah. Done, Reid.
It's fine. I'll go. I'm good. Yeah.
I hope that you're doing well. I certainly am. For a group presentation, I got a 9.5 out of 10. That's my buddy Joey. I suffer from mental health issues, but I have a wonderful support system to take care.
That's great.
That is important to make people realize that they aren't alone when it comes to mental health, because it's something that, not enough people talk about. And there's so many people suffering from it. So very, very important.
Absolutely. And anything that can be done to remove that stigma is all about until this book, the Summer Vacation that I'm doing now, all of my works have been nonfiction, and they've been all about mental health. My other book that I kickstarted in 2021 was called Sad Religion, which is similar in hardcore anxiety, my journey with mental health, but I grew up very religious. I worked for churches. I've been on staff for churches, and kind of just dealing with that juxtaposition and having that. So it's, all of that mental health, just anything that you can put out there that brings things up, is valid and is good. And so that's the whole point, is just to increase that discussion.
Wonderfully said. Yeah, I just want to thank Reid for jumping on here. I will put a link in the description of the video for anybody that's watching this later and wants to help support this wonderful book or the little vinyl. That's awesome. I think that's really cool.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And Reid, you're always welcome back, whether you're working on a book or not. You and your lovely wife are always welcome back. I know you're fellow Kentuckians too.
Yes, it's true. We are, yeah, for sure. And yeah, thank you so much for having me on here and for letting me come on and talk about my work and thanks for the support. And then thank you everybody in the chat for questions and for saying you taking a look and backing it. Really, really does mean a lot. Hopefully we can get to that hardcover level, and that way it can all sit on you guys' fancy hardcover shelves like we've got everywhere behind us and everything.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man, for being here.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me.
So everybody, go and check out his book. We'll put I already said put a link in the description of the video. Link that Chris
for sure.
had.
Also, real quick, just before I forget, you can also online, all my social media is just at Reid Chancellor, and so I'll be posting all the updates on that as well for the Kickstarter, for all my work. When I do gig posters and things like that, all the work that I'm doing gets posted on that. So shout me out on there or take a look, and yeah, we'll you'll stay updated and you can keep an eye on all the work I'm doing. Thank you guys.
Thank you, brother.
Bye, Reid.
See you guys.
Bye. So yeah, I think it's wonderful to write about those things. Reid's good people. I got to meet him at Heroes Con with his wife, physically meet them. So that was really cool. I know she's been on our channel, and Maddie's with her on Fangirls Assemble. So it's really cool to get to meet them.
This guy's cute. Buy his book.
That's your pitch.
So sweet.
That's your pitch.
Rick Gear, remember?
I remember his book.
Oh, wait. Let me go to the first part. So, Rick showed us the door to his classroom.
That was really cool.
That he did to honor Black History Month. It was really cool. So, comment, a daily I'm honoring Black comic characters in my class for Black History Month. I can't decide whether I want to honor Amanda Waller or Monica Rambeau. Help.
Wait, between both? Go with Monica, man. She was Captain Marvel.
Wait, where's the second part?
Isn't that it?
There we go. I started honoring them on the 20th. I did Storm, John Stewart, Luke Cage, Lucius Luscious, Miles Morales, Steel. I will end with Falcon and Black Panther, of course.
Oh, yeah. Those are good ones.
So, okay. Monica?
Oh, Monica Rambeau. Over Amanda Waller? Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I mean, if you had gone with Vixen or Amanda Waller, still Vixen.
Final Shadow says Monica.
Oh, yeah. She was a great character.
Monica.
As a Marvel guy, yeah, she's a great character.
Gotcha.
Carlos Diaz saying he pre-ordered New Warriors Omnibus 3. I'm so proud of you. Or yes, Spider-Man 2099 Volume 2 and X-Men 2099 that come out in October, where I usually charge only when dispatched books. That's great. They changed their policy, charged it today, and now I'm in debt. Did they let you know ahead of time that they changed their policy or not? Omar, Melanie,
you got permission for hugs.
Oh yeah, dude. I encourage them. I always tell people that if they ever see me at a convention, I'll be at the Lexington Comic Con with both Amanda and Melanie. So if you see us there, please come and say hi. I don't care if I'm filming.
When is it?
I don't know. I don't care when, who I'm interviewing, unless it's Chris Claremont. Don't come and interrupt me and Chris's time. That's our time.
Because you'll be like,
remember that one time you wrote Storm in the Savage Land? That was awesome.
Lexington.
I become Chris Farley interviewing movie stars when interviewing Chris Claremont. Remember that time you wrote Wolverine?
Oh, it's March 20. Oh.
Let's go, bub.
It's March 23rd. Oh, that's close. I guess I should put it on the calendar. Well, where do you think Extinction Agenda has a better chance of showing up in a New Mutants?
Oh gosh, what a question!
Extinction Agenda Omni we asked for.
Oh my gosh, that is a hard question because with the question though it comes honesty. I don't know if you're gonna get either one, right? I leave it on the poll because it's a good Marvel to show Marvel. Hey, people are really interested in this. People want these books, whether you put it in a New Mutants volume. Okay, so when I announced New Mutants volume 4, I didn't get to talk about it with my buddy Peter, but I'm sure we will when we talk about these upcoming Marvel solicitations in June. When are we doing that? Thursday. This Thursday at 1 p.m. I'm having Oddfell. Peter joined me.
They might be giants. The concert's on March 25th.
Okay, I don't know how that affects me any. And then, okay, we'll talk about it later, baby. Let's. You can go to your concert. It's okay.
No.
Are you done? We good? What the heck was I even talking about? You made me lose my thought.
Oh no. I'm cry. Go
I really lost my train of thought. I'm 40, almost 45 years old. Extinction Agenda. So I'm sure I'll talk about it with Peter and Oddfell whenever we talk about these books that and June solicitations. So I think what the heck is my answer? I don't know. I think it will be in the New Mutants Volume 4 because you got to fatten that up, right? Because otherwise you just have what? 87 through 96? Because no, 98, 99, 100 are in X-Force. I mean, they could double dip and go all the way to 100, but then you have to have the Kings of Pain storyline or what? No, that was already in X-Force. So you don't need that. You would have to have the annual, and you would have to have Days of Future Present to fatten it up. Some of the little Marvel Comic Presents stuff. And yeah, Extinction Agenda. Because Extinction Agenda affects the New Mutants a lot. That's when they are like, oh, we just lost a lot of our team. So remember that time you wrote that story with that guy?
That was awesome.
That was so awesome. And Chris, he'll be like, yes, I do. Let me tell you about it.
Yeah.
Wait, New Mutants Volume 4. No. There is no New Mutants official announcement. It's just something that we actually mapped it on Matt My Axe.
Oh man, in concert when they play James K. Polk, they have confetti burst out of the cannon, or they used to. At least 3 times. At least 3 times out of the concerts I've been to, they did that. Kings of Pain is an X-Force Omni 1.
Yes. So they would have to have things like Days of Future Present to fatten it up. And I think they could. There's going to be some double dipping, but for people that love New Mutants, oh my gosh, you'll have everything. And I really do think for people that love New Mutants, you would have to include Kings of Pain again, maybe, and New Mutants 98, 99, and 100. Because how are you going to have a New Mutants omnibus collection without the last 3 issues that, yes, I realize that is the formation of X-Force. But, I mean, it's not like it hasn't been done before, right? Like, we've seen it before with Captain America and by Brubaker, and then the second volume.
How's the poll shaping up to be like? How's the top 5?
Oh, I can't go over the top 5, but definitely New Avengers is in the top 5. I haven't had a chance to look today. And he hoped, oh, what's up, brother?
Yeah.
How are you,
Hey,
Justin? Always brightens my day to see you pop up, man. Any hope for no, you can't. West Coast Avengers Volume 2 on the poll so far. West Coast Avengers is doing pretty good. I don't know how far up there it will be. I don't know if it'll make the top 20. Like I said, the only thing I know that will not make the top 20 as of yet, unless people go out there and vote for it, is Marvel Now.
FOMO finally got the better of me this week.
No!
I bought the Ascender hardcovers as well as the Incal Deluxe hardcover. Currently 55% off on IST.
You made the right choice with those Ascenders. Sadly, those are out of print again, and who knows when they'll be reprinted.
Let's see.
I love TMBG plays finger. Oh my gosh!
No,
now we're talking
you're
about
not gonna
TMBG.
read it.
I'm not reading that.
Mary, don't look.
All right. They got a pass because Mary likes them.
So
You're
good.
lucky.
Okay. Let's see. Roy's a little behind in
Yes.
the live stream, but for Black History Month, there's a Miss
Miss
Davis
Davis hardcover.
hardcover coming out around March 14th on your birthday. So there
That
you
is
go.
my birthday.
And Joey's saying I have PTSD, anxiety, and depression. So this goes back to the early conversation with Reid, who has a Kickstarter, and it's what's it called? Pinned at the top of the chat. However, I'm glad that my family is concerned for the right reasons. Take care, all. You are not alone. I post my comments to be positive for people. Thank you, Joey.
And you always are, buddy. Even when you're having a bad week, you always post some positive things. And I think that's wonderful.
It's Thor Annual 13, a Thor and Mephisto story with great art by John
Buscema.
Thank you. Available in any collection. It's not in the Mephisto Speak of the Devil trade.
It's not in a Thor Epic collection yet. March belong no bar. It doesn't. Quit trying to take that too. How's Star Wars Old Republic doing it? Matt, I don't know, buddy. I haven't gotten a look. Okay. Next time I'll be prepared. Wait, I don't have another next time. I'll be done by then. St. Patrick's Day, baby, right here. You got March 17th, huh?
Thank you, Mike, for the super chat. If you're writing the Batman Part 2, what book would you be your inspiration?
Wait, okay. Thank you for the super chat, brother. So that is not Batman.
I know, but I already showed the Batman one.
Did we do this one before? Or is this new?
No, we did before, and you liked it.
That's cute. I like it.
Aww. Why did I phantom feel you patting my head?
I
Was
was
weird.
petting
I know, but I just felt it.
What book would I use for inspiration that can't be year 2? I love year 2. It's so good. Why don't people like it? Okay. So one, The Batman. See, like Long Halloween has been used a few times. What is a book from Batman that I think would make a really good Arkham Asylum? Because Arkham Asylum, you establish some characters there, and it shows Batman's like rolling solo, so you could still be a really good. And I mean a loose adaptation. Because if you've read Batman Arkham Asylum, you know the Batman in there isn't the best Batman. He got beat up by a couple of like, what were they, guards or something? Like it was really weird to see Batman get beat up by just normal folks. So yeah, Arkham Asylum. I think that would be a good one. That would be a really cool one. The Cure is the answer. The Cure is good too, but I gotta go with Arkham. You get to introduce a bunch of villains that way.
Gabriel, we're not going to Heroes Con this year.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
we're going
buddy.
to Lexington Con,
yeah, I'm trying to.
Which is this month.
Yes, it is. No, March. Not this month yet.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's not March yet. Some real quick things to say about Monica.
She's been a leader. She was in Next Wave. She's been Spectrum, Pulsar, Captain Marvel. She created by Roger Stern, has led Avengers and Ultimates, and one of the most underrated characters that I'm so happy to see her get her popularity back. I hope they do her justice in the movies. What is it called? The Marvels? I don't know if they will or not. Single-handedly taking out some big top villains too without going into spoilers. She's a bad butt person.
Bad butt.
Omar, love the reprint list. This is my first time voting. Congratulations, Rising Phoenix Railroad. It's a cool name. Would you ever do a similar list for Omnis that have never been printed? Might be good if Marvel knew. Yes, Tiger Eyes is actually handling that. And I'm going to be working with him closer this year.
And where can people find Tiger Eyes?
He's hanging out in the Masterworks forums. He's good people. He reached out to me a couple of years ago to see if I wanted the results. Last year, we got a little more involved. This year, we're going to be more involved. I'm actually going to make a video and giving you all instructions on where you go and tell, like, this is the omnibus I want the most. Love your vlogs. Thank you.
Thank you. Today, I received 8 omnis. All because you inspired me to buy these. Greetings from the Netherlands.
I hope you enjoy them. Seriously. That's what matters to me the most. Recommendations are something I love doing because I just love sharing my passion for these things. But what matters to me the most is that people end up reading them and enjoying them. Well, since Missing Heroes Con this year, I'm expecting more for Japan, more sites, more food, and a lot more fun. Yeah, I can't. I'm excited for it. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna take me a couple of days to actually go into vacation mode because, like I said, I've been doing this. By the time we go, for 3.5 years working every day through sickness, through family, through emergencies, through just and it's so weird to leave the channel behind. And I may leave Maddie to do like a Saturday live stream with whomever they want to invite. I think that would be good. That way you guys get the Saturday stream still there. I can ship myself to Lexington and then we go. All right, Gabriel, you got it.
I started reading Zdarsky's run at Batman, and then I do this a lot. I forget that I'm reading it. Well, because it's reading it digital too, and that makes it even harder for me to remember what I'm reading. Oliver, hey guys, thanks for always for all your hard work. I was wondering, do you think we'll get a new Spider-Girl complete collection this year?
Probably not a complete collection. That might be moving over to the modern epics, I think is how they're going to handle that. Yeah, I hope at least.
Hey, Big Stu.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, big family. Big hi, big family.
Okay.
Omar, what's upcoming on the bestest channel ever this week?
All right, here we go, Big Stu. Tomorrow I have an announcement to make. Breaking news that will be on the Patreon today, and there's also going to be an overview of the Guardians of the Galaxy new printing by Brian Michael Bendis. Monday will be the overview of the Iron Fist, the Immortal Iron Fist Omnibus, and Immortal Weapons Omnibus. Oh my gosh, I went on way too long. I had to edit some things out. I'm like, oh my gosh, this video is 40 minutes long. So I cut some things and I made it less than, I think it's like 25 now. Sorry about that. I really like that story. In the afternoon, I believe it's when I'm going to publish the Sagat hardcover or the reprints of the Art of Udon with my daughter. So going to help me with that. Tuesday will be another announcement that will be out on Monday on Patreon. And also the trade paperbacks, old reader, new reader. And Wednesday, what was Wednesday? I actually have this week planned. Wednesday, I believe, is when I'm doing the year two as a full-time YouTuber. It's wonderful.
Yeah, so check out that video.
My buddy Andrew did all the editing.
If I was Shadow, I'll tell him.
Mm-hmm. And then Thursday will be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join me, my buddy Crushing Crisis, Peter M., Oddfell, and my buddy Omni Dog. These are all my buddies, by the way. Oh my gosh, we have a full house. Curtis from the Epic Marvel Podcast and Lars, formerly of Wizard Magazine. All six of us, there's 6 of us. I can't wait. We're going to be looking over the Marvel June solicitations of collected editions, talking about our favorite books. That is on Thursday, live at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a lot of fun. And Friday, upcoming collected editions for March. And that, as they say, is that.
BB's excited for Curtis.
He's okay. No, I love Curtis. He's so good and so low key. I don't know how he puts up with me because I'm all hyper and like, let me tell you what and he takes jokes so well. I love that guy.
It only took Gary an hour to whittle down his votes for the reprint poll from 20 to 5.
Oh, thank you, Gary, for the kind words. And good luck to you, buddy. I hope they at least 3 of them make it. Super sticker.
Right. Thanks, Bar.
All right, super sticker Bar. What do you got? What do you got, Bar? What do you got?
There's Harley. Okay.
Ooh.
So, for the question.
What's your question?
It's for me. Hardcover Melanie, my beautiful little pony.
What the heck?
My little pony. My little pony.
I don't think that means the same. She just called you a horse. How's that a compliment?
My Little Ponies, they had stuff like this.
Oh, gotcha.
What are you reading right now? I just finished, what's it called?
Our Little Secret?
Yes, Our Little Secret, which is a very intense read, and we will be reviewing it together, Omar and I. And I think that's basically what I read this week. Last night, I tried to read a science fiction short story, and I didn't have the brain power, and I went to sleep. The end.
You tell the best stories, Grandma.
Headline hard. Thank you for the
super chat, brother.
I'll give you.
I'll read it for you.
Okay.
Melanie trivia question. In the first series of Amazing Spider-Man, who is the villain that Spider-Man is fighting when Captain Stacy dies?
I'm gonna keep this gif up so you won't see my face.
First of all, spoilers.
That happened a long time ago.
Yeah, but you know, people get upset. People get upset, man.
Hey,
do you know who it is?
I love you so much. Won't you like whisper something sweet in my ear? Whisper something sweet.
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
Whisper something sweet.
No.
Huh? Oh, that was so sweet. I won't share what he said. However, the answer is Doc Ock.
Robert Marquez. Any family reviews? My daughters are joining me for the Art of Udon, which, by the way, just came back to print, and that is a big deal for those books to come back to print, in case you missed them. And we just did Black Panther. We're gonna work on Hulk Volume 1 because we realized we didn't do that one, and then we're gonna do, was it Captain Marvel or Namor? I think Namor's the next one after Hulk.
Yeah.
So that's what's coming up for family reviews.
In the mail.
Thank you so much. Oh, we didn't do Mel. We need to do Mel.
Okay.
Omar, do you know why Amazon is selling the old print of Wolverine Omni 2? Just got it, and it has the old spine. I'm sorry. I think they probably have the old stock again, and they never got the new, or maybe they didn't order the new stock, or the new stock hasn't been ordered. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's a hard question, because I don't think they ever sold out. I don't think they ever sold out, so that probably means that they're still selling the old stock.
I'm so ashamed.
Yeah, you used a lifeline,
I'm
Melanie.
so ashamed.
He's low key. No, low key. What tier on Patreon do we have to join in order to see the full list of? Oh, just $1 tier, man. Like that. I don't know. Like things like that are just $1. Like I think, and people are wonderful. Don't you mean no, Omar? No. Amor. Yeah, Melanie. Roll your R's at me. What's up, Michael Valenzuela? Omar, why is Marvel making so many Star Wars omnis but ignoring the Volume 2 after Aaron's Star Wars run? Oh, man. That is a good question. You know what? I will remind him again.
Can you show our P.O. box?
Oh, yes. If you want to send us stuff, let me show you the P.O. box. So we have a P.O. box. It is near mint condition, Versailles, Kentucky, 1678. That is also in the description of every video. 40383. People send us books all the time. What is who's this
I
from?
like the moon sticker. Let's see.
Whether it's for giveaways or you want us to check out your book. Sometimes it's printed book. Okay, this is from. Let me make sure
I'm having a hard time reading the it's a different name here than there.
This is from D. Ayayi.
Wow.
Wow, there's a
This
actual
is like
brand right there. That's cool.
like this is like metal.
Is it a bookmark?
This is Kingdom Come, yeah.
So
In Nubia,
this
you will
is his
find
book.
men with heads fit for a crown and hearts deserving of a spear. The O Kingdom.
Okay. So hello, Omar. Big fan of your show. I've been working on the O Kingdom Come for the better part of 2 years. It came together beautifully, and we hope you enjoy the read. Can't wait to hear from you. Thank you so much for sending it
This
to
on
me.
the back of my phone.
This is really cool. There's a brand there, and there's a brand on the box itself.
Yeah. This is here.
So it's a graphic novel.
You show this off, and I'll be opening.
This is
another
created by D.
package.
Ayaji, and it is in English. Some of the artwork in here. So this is something that he has been working on for 2 years and finally got it to print.
Ooh, that's cool.
This is the African art of storytelling is revived. That's a heck of a blurb right there. Historical fiction, high fantasy, and epic. It's got beautiful artwork. I like the colors. And Creators Q, thank you for getting your copy of O Kingdom Come. We look forward to diving into the world of ancient kingdoms, African mythology, and philosophy. This is only a drop in an untapped well of African stories and themes. So they are based on African stories. In the beginning, before there was Egypt, before there were pharaohs, in the beginning there was the Nile and those with intentions to
That's
rule.
really cool.
Whoa. That is an awesome page. Sorry. The lighting.
Thank you so much for sending it.
Yeah, man, this
if
is.
you're watching.
I don't know if you're watching or not. That's gorgeous artwork in here. Yeah, this is his. Okay, so Rahul knows about this book.
But no, he's saying question mark because it sounds like it's.
Yes.
Person.
This is his first book of many to come, it says. A lot of detailed art.
Man,
But that's what the artwork looks like.
kind of quality.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Is Panther's Rage soon?
So Panther's Rage. Are you talking about the Epic, buddy? It's a trade paperback, so that's glued binding. Panther's Rage. Yeah, that's glued. But unless it's or you're talking about the Marvel Masterwork, because there was a Marvel Masterwork of that name, and that one is sewn binding.
The name of the book
Is
Kingdom Come.
yeah,
Oh,
O Kingdom.
Yeah,
Come.
O Kingdom Come, because you've got
The brand
names there.
right there, which is really
Yeah.
cool. Love the artwork, man.
And Marvel said, I think I'll have to give that book a go. The art looks amazing.
Yeah, the art looks great.
And Trigonosis has a question.
What's up, dude? How are you doing? Good morning, Omar and Melanie. Is it absolutely necessary to read Gillen's run and one-shots before the acts? If you're going to read anything, that's the one book I recommend. It's definitely Gillen's run on Eternals, dude. First of all, it's a really good jumping on point because you even if you don't know anything about Eternals, they're changing. So it's a great place to start. So yeah, absolutely. I think that is the one thing you need to read. And yeah, sure, House of Powers of X to kind of let you know where the X-Men are, but that book, the Eternals book by itself, which you should be reading anyway, because it's really good. I made a Wolverine Carnage magnets that I need to send your way. Oh, Gabriel.
Thank you.
Do I recommend? Oh, do you mean the early years? Is that what you mean, buddy? The early years is sewn binding. Yes. Thank you for that clarification, Joe. In the meantime of the week, it's that time of the week where we ask Omar and Melanie to send me everything they get. Thank you for that, Bart. Hopefully, Indigo in Canada can overcome this cyber attack. Oh no, haven't been able to order Omnibus for 3 weeks. And do I recommend the Fables box set? Oh, Fables is phenomenal from beginning to end. Even though it slows down after the Great War, it's still a good read. Omar, now a duck question. Since Fantagraphics bought out the big edition of Life and Times of Scrooge, and they did the Karl Barks Jubilee edition, do you think they will do more? I hope so, because they sell rather well. Yeah, I would like to see other artists highlighted, but I mean, it's so hard to like. Why not highlight the 2 greatest duck artists? Worst CSS X story. I may be alone here. There's a couple, but I think I hate retcons. Hate them. You know, I hate retcons. And I love these CSS run on X-Men. I got to go with the revenge story. And if you read it, you know what the Psylocke revenge story. What? That made no sense. And they kept it. I mean, it's canon, obviously.
So Landon sent us a couple of comics, and I was flipping through because he said it was R-rated to show something.
Oh, thank you. What is the comic called?
Artwork.
Bleen?
Bleen, and it's Carrie meets Pumpkinhead.
Hey,
It described.
I like both of those movies.
And
Carrie was a book first. Bleen has been described as Pumpkinhead meets Carrie. Oblenia Grunkel, aka Bleen, finds herself trapped within a hellish Santorum.
And it was illustrated by Landon and written by John Kalunga.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Landon Huber. Landon Huber is landonhuberart.etsy.com.
Oh, the art is very
selling
independent
Halloween art, tees, and prints.
It's very very indie looking. I'm trying to show some pages. Very
that's
violent.
I was there's there's language. It's such and that's I was like
dang it.
Yeah, that I showed.
You showed this one? This one's creepy.
I don't know.
This one's creepy.
But
that's the kind of artwork that's in here. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Red Room, the Ed Piskor book.
And this is completely different. It's a satirical humor take on the superhero genre and it's Punctuation Men. And it's they're in Grammar City. I was flipping through it. Yeah, Grammix City. It's been compared to the Tick. Thank you.
This is printed by Caliber Comics. I've actually been there. That's where Brian Michael Bendis got his start. That's where David Mack got his start. That's where artist Quentin Hoover, who did Magic the Gathering trading cards, got his start. He passed away a few years back, but I've actually been there. My buddy Chip's sister used to date one of the guys that worked there. And when I was a kid, this was when I was in high school, I wanted to break it into comics so bad. I got to meet David Mack there because he's a fellow Kentucky, or at least he was at the time. I got to meet his girlfriend. I don't think they're together anymore, the lady that inspired Kabuki. But, oh my gosh, man, I was 16 years old hanging out with these people that were in their early 20s and doing independent comics. And that just brings back a lot of memories of traveling there. And, man, how time flies, I swear.
So this is the first comic Landon ever illustrated, and the second issue is available online and on eBay. And so thank you so much, Landon, for sending these.
Oh, dude, Joshua, thank you so much, man.
Thank you for
Kickstarter
the
stuff.
super chat.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat too. This Kickstarter stuff is what your channel is made for. Way to go, Omar, and all the creators out there. Thank you. I wish I could highlight every single one of them that send me things, and it's just
thank you
time, finding the time to do it. Even I couldn't even get Reid on to do a full episode. Which I'm so glad that he came on today. Just want to say thanks for everything that you all do. Thank you, Camilo Cuba. Love that name. Thank you for that, brother. Seriously, it is my pleasure. It is a blessing to be doing this. And to be doing this for a living is even crazier to think about. I think I go a little bit over that in my year, too.
Man, we're, let's see. We're at 12:45. We got one
Yeah,
more.
let's go. You open that and I'll take care of this. I have a Discord, but not the NMC channel, not a Patreon at bar. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's at one of the tiers on Patreon. I can't remember which one.
No, I think he was just talking.
Oh, just talking about, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Matthew.
How are you? One of the greatest artists. Ed Brubaker also started at Calvert. That's awesome. I didn't know that. A lot of people that went on to blow up, to be in big, working for the big two, and now doing independent stuff on their own again. Yeah. Can you do a reading order of Iron Man, Black Panther, and Ant-Man, but with Epic Collections? Yeah, most of my reading order for Ant-Man or Iron Man will definitely be Epic Collections. I still have some Marvel Premiere stuff in there.
But on Patreon, people vote.
Yeah, that's what Patreons do. Right now, I still have to finish out the Transformers reading order. But I promise those will come. Those take a long time to put together because I have to do a lot of rereading. Maybe I'll be able to budget in the future. You think Uncanny X-Man by Bendis can be released? You mean an omnibus, my brother? I think one day it will be. Maybe I can do a Pingu magnet for Melanie. Yes, I knew what you meant, an omnibus. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Also, the MCU Omni left out of Bendis and Guido's MCU canon Jessica Jones, which is probably one of the 2 decent readable comic books when it comes to MCU tie-ins. Oh, the MCU Omnibus that they did? What's the trade paperbacks you always mention we need to read to get the whole Hickmender story? Avengers World. Avengers World was not released in oversized hardcover. And that one is by Nick Spencer, not just Jonathan Hickman.
Look how official this is.
Omar, you put James Stokes' Orphan and 5 Beasts in your Hidden Gems video. Have you read his Sullivan Sluggers? Yes. As a matter of fact, my buddy Kyle sent me the big limited edition book a couple of years ago. That thing is so awesome. Bye, Ben. I didn't get to finish reading what you said because Melanie was... It's okay. It's okay. Me and Ben talk all the time. So after the success
I just featured the oversized slipcase edition in a video. It's a fun story.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Here, read babies.
Okay. So after the success of New Spawn Deluxe reprints, do you think Todd will want to do hardcovers for King Spawn and other spinoffs? Well, we've had hardcovers. Thank you for the super chat, brother. We've had hardcovers for the Hellspawn and Sam and Twitch, so I can't imagine them not going back that route and doing some. As a matter of fact, I know when I saw the schedule for 2023, some of those were in the works, and I think they've had to have delay.
So this is from Dave, aka Kent Wingslide.
Okay.
And here,
I'll
you can.
you want to read it, baby? Yeah, you read it.
Hold it up for time's sake. I'm gonna.
Okay. Wow, this is Ultimate X-Men.
So sending
in oversized
6
hardcover. Wow.
But just never really spoke. These never really spoke to me. The Uncanny spoke to him.
Uncanny speaks to all of us.
And trying to make room on the shelves. And I'm not a big believer in selling stuff on eBay. So thank you for sending us for future giveaways.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
So Dave loves the channel, delivered hours of entertainment, started collecting during the pandemic, and really appreciates how spread the love to other content creators. For example, the favorite comic reads of 2022 video. Where you had how many content creators on there?
I don't remember how many.
Like 30?
It was over 30. It was like 36, maybe. Yeah, thank you for that. That's always been my thing of like sharing my love and passion. And I've always figured in life, if you're gonna be semi-successful or successful, I still consider myself. No, you know what? Screw it. It is a success. The fact that I can do this for a living means it's successful. And if I can't share that joy with my friends, then what's the point of all of this? If I can't share that love with people that are working just as hard as I am, what's the point of any of this? And yeah, that's honestly why I highlighted smaller channels and not big channels that, have more subscribers than I do, because what's the point of like letting them have the spotlight if they already have that many followers? There are people that are working their butts off to put content out there weekly, monthly, every day that because of the YouTube algorithm aren't even known. So thank you for that comment, man. Who was this that sent it to her?
Dave, Kent Wingslide.
Okay, thank you, Dave. I'm trying to find that Mr. Sinister issue.
It's one of my favorites. Some guy called Dread was mentioned last week.
Yes.
I think he's the guy with the chin.
Yeah,
Any progress?
Edit it and just waiting it out. Trying to see when I can put it in there. Probably the second week in March. Probably.
Ton of great books. Never heard of by Ben, who also was featured in the video.
Oh yes, Ben was in there.
Hi,
Thank you for
Tyler.
that, Ben.
So, Bailey,
Where is
I don't
that?
know. Did you send the schedule to Taylor?
Not yet. Starting in March, though, our schedules are going to be posted on our social media.
Okay.
Not just for you all, but also to hold me accountable to make sure. Of course, some things might have to change depending on when videos need to be out. But that's just life.
Omar, I know you don't read many singles, but are there any current ongoing series they keep up with digitally, or what's WE? Looking at you, Taylor's Nightwing.
Taylor's Nightwing is so good. I wish I did. I don't anymore. I have to do so much reading for the channel that I don't have the time to read single issues. Even though, like, I really want to read Sins of Sinister so bad, but I'm not even caught up to that because that trade paperback that leads into that isn't out yet. So yeah, I can't yet. Maybe one day. Sometimes I do, though. Sometimes I do jump the gun. This is one of my favorite quotes. Doesn't matter who my father was. It matters who I remember he was. That was an Anne Sexton quote. That's a Jeff Johns story right here about Quicksilver and Magneto. I love that quote. Such a powerful quote. Sorry. I was looking for the
any
Mr.
ideas where I can find a copy of Transformers IDW Collection Phase 2, number 5?
Less than $1,000. No, dude, it's out of print, sadly. I don't know who the license holders are right now. I hope they do the right thing and keep printing those books in hardcover. Outside of the third-party market, eBay, which I'm sure you've checked, and Amazon, I have no idea. Whatever character count on these comments. Okay. Thank you. 10-minute warning. Thank you for that, Adrian. Final Fantasy VI Shadow Rules. Dude, what about those dreams? Realm. Oh, the connection between Shadow and Realm. Oh, my God. Shadow Realm.
Oh.
Beautiful.
On purpose.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, baby.
The Hulk Omnibus 5. Click on Terry's comment, baby. Any good? Oh, my gosh. Yes. There's a couple stories in there alone that are worth reading, but the one, what was it? The last Hulk story, the end, Hulk, the end. So good. Who would win in a fight? Wonder Woman. Like, why even ask that question, James?
Harley Quinn or Punchline?
Deadpool.
That's not an option.
I just want to make Barb mad.
Martin, I can't read a whole Omni straight through.
Yes, I do.
But
unless it's crunch time and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to start working on another video. Sorry, I can't finish you, and I deeply apologize to the Omnibus. And I move on to the next one. That's something I've had to learn to do since doing this full time, because my mentality when I was reading these books, when I was reading for fun, I guess it was never really for fun. It was for research purposes to get me to be where I am today, was always go from cover to cover. And I still do that from cover to cover, unless it's like 8 Omnics releasing in a week. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have time to finish this. So yeah, I'm reading New Warriors and it's all on you. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. And it's all on you. Thanks so much. I hope you're enjoying it, because I know I've had some people that on my channel that have tried out New Warriors and it wasn't for them, and I respect that. You know, they're wrong. I'm just kidding. They're good people. They're good people regardless.
Well, Roberto Rodriguez is asking for one last
Dude,
time.
I gave it. Where you been, man? How's it my fault that your Latino butt woke up way too late this morning?
Wow,
I'm calling him
Roberto,
out. But you know what, though?
Got
Maybe Roberto Rodriguez. He's such a good guy, too. Remember that one time you jumped on him for not being European? Because he kept winning the European only.
Dude, you were answering the wrong one.
Okay, let me see. Tomorrow will be a breaking news, brother. And then the overview of the Guardians of the Galaxy by Bendis reprint. Monday will be the overview of Iron Fist and Immortal Weapons reprint. Or not reprint, new printing. New book. And the either Sagat Udon hardcover or the Art of Udon hardcovers. Tuesday will be another breaking news and the Marvel trades, as well as Old Reader, New Reader. Wednesday will be the, oh gosh, do you remember what I said I was going to do on Wednesday? Does anybody? Wednesday. What's Wednesday?
Did you take a picture of your whiteboard?
No, I did not, because I was off the top of my head. Why would I take a picture of my whiteboard? It's like it's Wednesday.
Mm.
I know in the evening at 9 p.m., Amanda and I are going to review like one of my favorite movies, like because it's my birthday month and she wants to be like, hey, let's review something that you like. She's doing a PSA. Calm down. I'm calm. I'm wired, man. I'm wired. What the heck is Wednesday morning? I just said what it was. Because Thursday is the live stream at 1 p.m. with
lots of people.
Oddfell and yes, Peter, Lars, Curtis, and Omnidog.
Figures. Action figures. Statues.
Oh my gosh, what was Wednesday,
Wednesday
baby?
is a Civil War Omni announcement.
No, it's not. Stop. Year 2 as a YouTuber. Full-time YouTuber.
Oh, yeah. That was a really important video.
And then Friday will be the upcoming collected editions for March. You know I love you, Roberto Rodriguez, but I gotta give you crud. The crud. Thank you, Rahul. Rahul remembers year 2. Thank you for remembering. Remember that. I Am Hero reprint. Not at this time. I've asked them about that. If you've read it, man, it's such a good book. Hey, I gotta yell at somebody. I can't yell at myself. That would make me crazy. Opinions on Earth X, Universe X, Paradise X. Personally, I see it as less answer to Kingdom Come and Astro City and more of a loose trilogy across 3 publishers and shared creators. I like that series. I like what they did. I like that Alex Ross was behind a lot of the creation of the custom designs for some of the legacy characters. So he played a big part in that. And then the late Jean-Paul Leon doing the artwork. He was a great artist.
You gonna pick the 86 Transformers movie?
Oh, I should make her rewatch. She's watched it.
Yeah,
though.
she has.
She's watched it.
Jack, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you. Is there a detailed list of the new or reprinted collected edition announcement videos on your Patreon? I'm waiting for the full list, but thank you. Oh, wait. I think so. I think I did put I did share with the Patreons like what was voted for in the list that we sent Marvel and what hasn't been printed. And I am going to put like the actual schedule when I have that, but they haven't made the full schedule of releases yet. Omar, don't forget you have to make a breaking news announcements for when we can order OmniFans shirts. You got it, man. We got it.
Oh, Bailey, chance to fund a cosplay for streams. That's all Tina.
That's all Tina.
I'm not
That's all
good
Tina.
At cosplay.
That's all Tina.
This is fun. This is what I do. I'll put on a
That's been up there the whole time?
Oops. Boop.
We also have an email too.
Email.
You think Sakura will be in Street Fighter 6? I just saw Cammy. My goodness. Cammy. She looks good.
Cammy's my favorite.
When is it? Dude, I'll be honest. I ain't even touched Street Fighter 5. I haven't even bought it because I ain't got friends to play with me anymore. My kids aren't interested in Street Fighter. Every once in a while, I look at Street Fighter and I'm like, I need to pick up that controller.
But they're interested in so many other geeky things. So.
Work out the kinks.
You're all good.
Hi, Omar. Do you think we'll ever get a Batman Omnibus by Jim Aparo and Len Wein? I hope so. I hope those come.
What was the?
I love Jim Aparo's my Batman artist.
What was the best Black Panther book you read?
Christopher Priest run. Big fan of Christopher Priest run.
I was talking about anything.
He can't hear you because the mic is up there. I was talking about anything bad.
Oh no, I know. I don't know how to cosplay. I'm not gifted in that area.
Oh yes, and at this moment, please hit that like button. Thank you so much for that, Justin.
Kyle, people mentioned this earlier too about year 2 Batman. Omar carries a gun and teams up with his parents' killer to go after his predecessor.
How is that plot bad to anybody? That is genius.
Bye, Joshua.
Be good, Joshua. Thank you for mentioning that earlier, brother, about the Kickstarter. It means a lot. Before we can go, Melanie.
Belated birthday, Tim.
To Rahul.
40 earlier this week. Happy
40 years young.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rahul. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Ting. You ting every time you sing? I didn't hear that at Carrie. Cut out. Okay.
Oh, I did not do good.
You could probably find some certain Discord to play Street Fighter with you. I mean, Dude, did you not hear what I said, Final Shadow? I gotta work out the kinks, man. I gotta make sure that I can still pick up the controller and arthritis ain't kicking in. I'm gonna be 45 here in a couple of weeks. Gave fun. You gave fun. You did.
Gave it fun.
Cheers.
Guys. So, how many more questions?
Let's do 5 more questions to make it up to Roberto Rodriguez so he can come back in here and be like, did you ever give the schedule out? Happy birthday. Thanks, Omar and Melanie. Have a great weekend. Newt. Have a fun vacation.
Oh, wow. I just got like dizzy hungry.
Oh, that's not good.
Ooh.
Would you rather have a
Pokey.
Road to Onslaught Omnibus or an Onslaught Aftermath Omnibus? Road to Onslaught, so we can have one ongoing story all the way up to Onslaught.
Ben Stoddard says Pokey Okie for karaoke.
That's adorable. That's
cute.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ryan, but this is the morning chat, so I can't show that. And honestly, I don't even like those places, man. Anyway, I can talk about that in the AMA. What would a 2015 Omnibus Secret Wars Omnibus contain? It would contain Secret Wars in all of the battle worlds, so I think you would need 2 Omnis for that. Absolutely. The Starjammers Omnibus, not that I've heard. I mean, I'd like to see Dave Cockram's series. Then you had the Ellis and Carlos Pacheco. You have all the tie-in issues with them, and they're featured heavily in a lot of stories. Would it be enough, though? I mean, there's some Marvel Comics Presents stuff. So maybe.
So how about this will be the last one?
But I said 5 more. We got 2 more after this.
Oh, okay.
Top 2 Omnis you'd like to see
Thank you for the
done.
super chat.
1 DC, 1 Marvel that hasn't been done yet. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. Man of Steel. Go-to answer. All day, every day. Go-to answer. And the one from Marvel, probably Ghost Rider by Danny Ketch, because Spider-Man 2099 was it for a long time. But yeah, Ghost Rider by Danny Ketch. I'd like to see that. A lot of people want that.
Ryan's giving you a shout out.
Now, look at that. Sato, you guys are friends. Have you ever read Gantz? I have. I love Gantz. Mature content. Because, all them girls. They look okay. Secret Wars Omni and Secret Wars World Omni. Yeah, a companion. Battle Worlds probably is what it would be called.
Impatient Ninja, it ain't for a couple weeks.
You can start celebrating now. Ain't nothing wrong with you celebrating my birthday right now.
Oh, man.
All right, one more question.
Hey, Robert, have fun at the rehearsal.
Yeah, buddy.
Whatever
Have fun.
it is. Okay. So, last question is Emperor's New Groove or Treasure Planet?
Emperor's New Groove. Are you kidding me? Peru? And it's got what's his name? Buddy from Seinfeld as the voice of Gronk. What is her name? Not Esmeralda. That's Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh my gosh. Remember I wanted to cosplay. It was a Halloween color. You were like, I'm not gonna be her. She's not pretty enough.
She's a lady with like.
Okay, yeah, she is an old lady with second movies, but
Terry got a super chat.
Peru, carajo. We need a
Thank
Peruvian
you.
flag up there to represent all the 3 Peruvians we got in the chat.
If I can remember, I'll get a Peruvian flag. Yes.
Isma. That was her name. Isma. Thank you for that.
All right. And Justice saying, have a great Saturday, everybody.
You all have a
Thank you
wonderful
guys so
Saturday.
much.
Thank you for being. Oh, look at Aaron. How's it going, brother? Big thank you to Aaron for helping me put together the list of upcoming books. He always helps me with the Marvel and DC stuff. He's a good all-around human being. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Smash that like button on the way out. Check out cheapgraphicnovels.com. Tell them Near Mint Condition sent you their way. They're having a huge sale right now on Marvel Omnis. I think some are discounted. Not as like their Black Friday sales, but discounted more than usual.
Still discounted.
Tell them Near Mint Condition sent you their way for free credit on your next order after your first one. Everyone, stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.
Stay minty.
And that.